Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. So here we are going to start a video series on which I'm going to discuss and teach you how to develop Android applications using Jetpack Compose. So I'm Dalip and I'm from NIT Delhi. So here we are going to start. Before we are going to start, I'm going to tell you some few things that this series is going to be in the parts. In the each part, I'm going to discuss in the detail about various topics about Android development. So this series is based on the Google development course, and it is on the latest guidelines which is issued by the Google. So I don't think if anybody have problem with all this thing, they can just complain to Google, not to me. That's one thing that I want to clear. So here we are going to start. So this course is for who wants to learn how to build Android apps in the Kotlin programming language. This is also for people who are new to programming. So basically, this course is for the people who does not know anything about coding and they are just new in the coding, and also for the people who knew some few languages like C, C++, Python, and maybe Java. And this is also for the people who are enthusiastic about how to develop Android application that they use in the daily life like Instagram, YouTube, and WhatsApp also, and many more applications that they see in the daily life. So they are also able to build that type of applications. We in the when I was a kid, I was also fascinated. I was always fascinated about how they build this type of applications and how we are able to use them. And this is the thing which take me to the in the end field of Android development. So I will teach you about your Android development in detail to you also, guys. So let's begin. So for in this course, we are going to use Kotlin. So many people thinking about that why we are using Kotlin instead of Java like languages. So one thing that I want to clear is that in the modern world, Java is not much effective language in the field of application development and development, and say it is also not as considered as a good language because it is a more complex language as compared to the Kotlin. That the Kotlin is more productive. Kotlin needs fewer lines of codes compared to other language. Kotlin-based apps are less likely to crash. Better Android apps with a shorter amount of time. So basically, Kotlin comes with a Jetpack Compose, and that Jetpack Compose helps Kotlin to write fewer lines of code instead of like writing the a good amount of lines of code that it's a nightmare for many developers. And here comes the Kotlin with Jetpack Compose, which says, "Bro, do you know that you don't have to write so many lines of code? You just have to write some few lines of code, and you are able to solve any problem, and you are able to build that application." So when you have to write few lines of code, you are of course you are dealing with the time limitations, and if you're writing few lines of code, it will also help you to write that application in shorter amount of time. And one thing about Kotlin is that Kotlin is a more good language as compared to Java. So there are some reasons about why we are using Kotlin. So I'm going to move further. So for Kotlin, we are going to use called it editor. Many people call it as IDE, which stands for Integrated Development Environment. So here we are going to use Kotlin Playground. You does not have to download it from any other source. It is an online based application. You just type on Google like Kotlin Playground, and it will take you to that link about of Kotlin Playground. If you're not able to find out, you can also go to description and find the link of Kotlin Playground. I will put that link in the comment section. So Kotlin Playground, basically code editor is a way where you can write your code in a plain text format, and that code you've written is you can run that code in the Kotlin Playground, and you will see the output whether it contains any error or it is able to run perfectly. So that is the use of code editor where you can test your code. And the second thing, we are going to use Android Studio. So Android Studio is in software in which you are going to develop Android applications. So Android Studio, we are going to download in a separated video because it takes time to download, and it is a little bit complex process to download Android Studio. So we have going to have separate video for downloading the Android Studio. So now moving further, when it comes to coding, here are two terms that you are going to face in your daily life. That is a compilation and execution. So basically, a compiler is a computer program which converts a program into machine language so that it can be easily understood by the computer. A program is written in a plain text. This plain text is a combination of instruction in a particular sequence. The compiler performs some basic checks and finally converts the program into an executable file. So basically, if I will tell you in easy words, a compiler is a device type of device. When you write your plain text code in a language like C, C++, Kotlin, Java, Python, that code is not able to read by the machine. So that code is taken to compiler, and compiler converts this code into machine code, and that machine code is saved in an object file, and that object file is executed, and this process is called execution. The process which converts the machine your text code into machine code is called compilation, and that the file comes of machine code is an object file, and that object file is an executable file. It may be .exe file or .batch file, and that file you run and see the output. So these are the two process that you need to understand if you are running a program. So here we have our first program, which is a hello world program. For this, you guys are needed to open the Kotlin Playground. So yeah, here is a Kotlin program. I'm also going to give the link in the comment section. You can just guys, not in the comment section, in the description. So you guys just go in the description and see that link, and just come to the here point. So here we have some few lines of code already written. So here once again, so this is when you will open, you will see some 4 lines of code. You just need to remove that code so that you will practice more better like me. Now run it. So everything is clear, deleted. So now we are going to write code. So in Kotlin, you have to write function main. I'm going to tell you this everything like function, like main, we are using braces, all about that thing in a separate video, uh, so that you will able to understand each and everything in detail. So in for the output in Kotlin, you have to write println. In C language, you have to write printf. In Python, you have to write print, and then you in C++ you have to write cout. If you're using the command using namespace std, then only you can write print cout. Otherwise, you have to write std break semicolons, and then you have to write. So that's a different thing. But we are dealing with the Kotlin, and that's your big fun that you does not have to write that much thing, and just write hello world within excitation column, so it will look more good. And here is a run button. You have to tap on it and it will run. Oh, we're going to see hello world. So I'm going to tell you some little bit about our Kotlin Playground. That Kotlin Playground is originated from the JetBrains. You guys also know about JetBrains. JetBrains is a company which is known for dealing in the compilers. Like it is also known for the famous for the Java compiler, for the Python compiler, PyCharm. You guys also familiar about it. But nowadays people use Visual Studio Code for the programming. So uh, yeah, these are the different things about companies. So here we have Kotlin. I just forget about everything. So Kotlin. So here is a hello world program. You guys can write hello Dalip. Yes, you guys can write hello Dalip. Oh, it is run. Of course it will run. It is my name. And hello Dalip. So you guys can write your own name. You guys can write your girlfriend's name also. You guys can write your crush name. Everything that you want, you can write in this curly braces, and this is called string. We are going to tell about everything in detail. So I think this is more than enough for this video. So yes. Uh, so I think this is more than enough about this video. So we are going to have next video, which is going about data types. Yes, we are going to deal with the variables and data types in the next video. So thank you for watching and your attention, paying attention to me. And I think I can say you bye bye. But subscribe my channel and hit the like button.